Hey everyone, Felipe here. Welcome to another Tower of Saviors card review video. In this video, I'll be taking a look at one of the jackpot cards from the new Demon Slayer collaboration seal, Giyu Tomioka. Giyu is a water human, and the leader skill has the following effect. When you run a mono water team attack times 7, HP times 1.6. Extend runestone movement time regardlessly by 2 seconds, and by dissolving a water rune in the column below a member, that member will have a times 2 additional attack bonus. Keep in mind this is not first batch, so if you have any sky drop, this will also count towards that. Upon receiving damage from enemy attacks, for every water rune present, damage received minus 10% to the max of 50% damage reduction. If you're running dual leader and ally, this will be minus 75%, which is pretty good in my opinion. Damage dealt by the team on demon enemies increases by 1.5 additionally, since this is a Demon Slayer seal. But yeah, looking at his leader skill, it is a really good water member, a water leader I mean. By dissolving water runes in the column below a members, you get that times 2. So if you have a lot of water sky drop, which, spoiler alert, he does, it means that all your members will have a times 2 attack multiplier. So looking at his team skill, just so we can see how it complements his leader skill, when you run dual leader and ally, the first batch of runes to be dropped will be enchanted water runes. So just by that effect, you can see you can consistently get that times 2 team attack, since every member will get a times 2 attack multiplier if you dissolve at least one row of runestones. Water and runes possess the effect of each other, so since you're getting a huge chunk of water sky drop, you will be able to recover pretty easily. By dissolving all water or heart runes in the first batch, water and human attack times 2.5, convert 50% of water damage to HP recovery. By dissolving a group of more than 18 water runes, combo count plus 8. Additionally, sticky runes will be nullified and spiderweb will be nullified. This is interesting because we've never seen a spiderweb enemy skill, so this means that we will be encountering a new type of enemy debuff. We do have more stat boosting skills here, characters attack times 1.5 when you activate the active skill, and damage of Demon Slayer Court dealt on demon enemies times 2 additionally. So yeah, so the key for his leader skill will be this first team skill, where the first batch of runes to be dropped will be enchanted water runes. This will allow you to trigger the third effect that gives you a times 2 damage increase for a member that has a water dissolved in the column, and you might also end up with a good chunk of water runes present in your water runes present on your board if you have if you place your board correctly, which means that you will be able to reduce your damage taken by quite a bit. Additionally, if you dissolve more than 6 combos in the first batch, you will get a group of more than 18 water runes, which means that you will get a combo count increase plus 8, and this is going to help you to break a lot of high combo shields and also deal more damage. If you've played with Ingrid, you will know that increasing your combo count is really beneficial. However, this card gets really hard countered by enemies that have water block, enemies that prevent you from dissolving water runes. This is because that giant chunk of sky drop, if you're not allowed to dissolve water runes, it will block your entire board, and you will pretty much die without being able to, if you're not allowed to dissolve water runes. That's because you don't get the team boost, and you also don't get the attacking runes, and also you don't get the combo increase. So any enemy that blocks you from dissolving water runes will basically be a death sentence for Giyu. Not being able to dissolve water in the first batch, that's fine, just because you can dissolve other attributes and still get that huge chunk of water runes to attack. But if the enemy blocks the water runes from being dissolved, then you are pretty much dead. However, that's the only the only hard counter to this team, so just make sure to read the stage information beforehand. That way you don't encounter those enemies and you don't die to that. But yeah, overall, I think this is going to be a really fun leader to play as. I really love having a huge chunk of runes fall down, and it kind of reminds me of Atlantis, where you get a giant chunk of water runes at a time. But in this case, it's only the first batch. But it is very satisfying to get a huge chunk of attacking runes and also killing enemies really easily. I think he is going to be one of the more powerful water leaders out there. He actually will be comparable to Atlantis, given all his attack multipliers. So I think he is a really good water leader to have. And if you're lacking a water leader, he is definitely an option for you to pull. However, because he is a water leader, a water human leader, he is compared to Tanjiro. But I do think they both serve different purposes. Tanjiro runs Nezuko, which is a fire demon. So if you wanted to run a mono water achievement, Giyu Tomioka will be a better option for you, since he basically locks you into running a mono water team. Water is a pretty good element, or a pretty good attribute. There are a lot of utility cards, so being able to have access to the entire water pool will be really beneficial as well, because there are pretty good utility cards there. In terms of team building, I think you can add Wenzong to reduce the heart runes on your board, and also make sure that you have more water runes present in order to trigger your damage reduction skills more consistently. And this is okay because water also possesses the effect of heart runes. So if you get rid of your heart runes, you will not be losing too much about that. You can also run Cassandra. Cassandra will limit your recovery, but this might be good for stages that invert your recovery. This giant chunk of Skydrop will help you recover a lot of HP, but the plus side is that if the enemy inverts your recovery, you will most likely die, since you're recovering so much HP at once. So running Cassandra will help you increase your attack and also prevent those types of enemies from killing you. For the other ones, I would run, depending on the stage, you have access to Baozi and also Marie Curie, which release locked skills. So you have access to an unlocker, and you have also access to a lot of other quintet elemental shields like Arya or trio elemental shield, etc., etc., and launching extra attacks of different attributes, etc. So for the other utility cards, I would look at the stage info and then fill up your team with cards that will help you break annoying shields. Especially because Giyu doesn't break any initial shield, combo shield, or quintet shields. But yeah. So overall, as a leader, I think he's really fun and he is really powerful and really worth getting. So now let's take a look at his active skill. It's a CD7 active skill where you restore runes to normal state, turn the outermost runestones into water runes, and for 1 round, damage received will become 0, applicable to Bloody Sight and Fatal Blow. Additionally, for the next round, turn runes touched while moving into enchanted human runes, team attack times 2.2, and the character damage dealt on demon enemies will be increased times 5 additionally. So this is going to be a really good skill for Giyu. Again, if the enemy prevents you from dissolving water runes, this skill will kill you. But in normal circumstances, this will provide you with a lot of attacking runes and also help you kill the enemies. I think the core of this skill will be the damage received will become 0. It will allow you to survive a lot of hits, and because your damage increases on the next round onwards, it is designed to counter initial shields. You can dodge or decrease the damage from the initial shield, and then on the next round you increase your attack to kill that enemy. Additionally, you restore all runestones to normal state, which will get rid of petrified, frozen runes, electrified runes, etc., which is going to be really beneficial for any team really. So yeah, turn runestones touch while moving into enchanted human runes. This also gets rid of any weather runes that may have appeared when you switched rounds. or any masked runes that you are generating from the masked trail. Additionally, you get a additional ×5 attack multiplier on demons, which is going to just be the cherry on top and allow you to kill a demon enemy more easily. The effect is also going to be really nice. I really enjoy this attack effect, and like you can see here, the outer rune becomes water runes, which will give you a lot of attacking runes. But yeah. So overall, for the active skill, I think this is a really good active skill, especially for his own leader skill, but also as a member card. For any water leader, this will be a really good active skill because, like I said before, you can ignore or you can counter initial shields this way. So you can use him in a Tanjiro team, like they showed in the preview, or you can use it on Atlantis, or you can use it in any future water leaders that come up in the future. CD7 is going to be a little bit slower than most active skills, but given how powerful it is, I think it is a good balance, and I think it is a really good cooldown for this skill, especially because you can dodge the damage regardless of Bloody Sight and Fatal Blow. But yeah, that is all I had to say about this card. Yeah, good leader skill, good active skill, and really worth pulling. Definitely get one card. Do you benefit from having 2 copies? Maybe. If you wanted to be able to dodge skills twice in close succession, but honestly, I think 1 copy is enough. However, if you're going for Tanjiro, getting one copy will probably be more likely, but definitely pull on rate up in order to guarantee or increase your chances of getting a jackpot card, since all the jackpot cards in this series are going to be really good, and overall this series is really well made. But yeah, that's all I had to say about this card. Please let me know in the comments if I missed anything or if I said anything wrong. And as always, please make sure to check my YouTube channel for more Tower of Saviors content. For now, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone!